Hey, hello, how are you? And welcome to Road Odyssey. I am Burke. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day, and please subscribe. I would appreciate that very much. So I have been watching these IMSA GTLM races and kind of focusing on the Corvettes and the Porsches, as you may already know. And I thought, well, I might try to learn a little bit more about the C8R and the 911 RSR and just share what I find out with you. And kind of wanted to have a little fun with this. Some of this is really going back in time because we're talking maybe 2019, 2020. So a lot of this material is going to be a year or two old, but you know, I'm behind. But I thought I'd just share it with you anyway. And you know, if you like it, you like it. So what? So all in good fun. So here we go. If you want to see a really good article comparing a Porsche to a Corvette, look at this one from Motor Trend comparing the C8 Corvette Z51 package to the Porsche 911 Carrera S. Really a fantastic article, and the two cars are extremely similar. Read the article. The C8R was revealed in October of 2019 with the C8 convertible. It was revealed at the Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida. The C8R is currently used in the GTLM racing category. That's the Gran Turismo or Gran Touring Le Mans category. The C8R was not the first rear-engine race car for the Corvette lineup. Here's a clip from 2015 showing the Corvette DP race car. The C8R shares about 100 parts with the production model. This is more parts than what any other Corvette race car has ever shared with a production car to date. It made its debut at the Rolex 24 at Daytona in January of 2020. Going back in time, I find evidence of the mission for the Corvette racing team. The mission of the Corvette racing team is to, quote unquote, compete head to head with more marketplace competitors while increasing both the production content of the Corvette race cars and the relevance of racing to our customers. This is a step that positions Corvette for the future of production-based sports car racing worldwide, and a move that is perfectly aligned with GM's marketing and business objectives in racing. I believe that this mission statement really does serve us, the customers, very well. Many of us Corvette owners are very aware that Corvette racing enhances the cars that we drive. It has a direct injection 5.5 liter dual overhead cam V8 engine, 500 horsepower, 480 pound-feet of torque at 7,400 RPM, and of course the flat plane crank. It has a 6-speed sequential racing gearbox built by X-Track. They might be considered one of, if not the best race transmission provider. X-Track built a special transaxle for the C8R in order to create room for a larger rear diffuser. The wheelbase is
107.2 inches. The overall length of the car is 182.3 inches. It meets the GTLM weight requirement of a minimum weight of 2,745 pounds. Its dry weight without any fluids in it is 2,733 pounds. For some decent information on the interior of the C8R, just go to the Top Speed article. I will have the link down below. The C8Rs are built by Pratt and Miller. Modifications are made to almost everything on the C8 to make it safe, competitive, and reliable, all within the realms and parameters of regulations. The Porsche 911 RSR 2019 model year is a very, very serious contender to the C8R. Go out to the Porsche Racing website and you will find some really good information on this car. Next up is the reveal, and let me just let you listen to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very special moment at the 2019 Festival of Speed coming up very shortly. Underneath this black drape we have the new racer from Porsche, the 911 RSR. So shall we have a look at it now? Come on, let's rip these covers off. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is the Porsche 911 RSR for the new racing season, with Gian Maria Bruni behind the wheel, who's going to be going up the hill very shortly.
The world premiere of the all-new Porsche 911 RSR here at Goodwood's. It is a completely new car. 95% of the parts are brand new, over and above the car that won its class at the Le Mans 24 Hours in 2018 when it was liveried in the pink pig colour scheme. But they started to work on this car back in 2017. Even in March this year, 2019, they did a 30-hour test at Paul Ricard, and with all of the teams involved with Porsche and all of the drivers, they, even in March, covered 6,000 kilometers. This is Porsche's GTE car that is going to take the next World Endurance Championship. Porsche, the reigning manufacturers, champions, and also the reigning drivers title holders. And I think Burmeister has been very, very modest about his driving skill, because he won the GTLM category.
As the commentator said, this 991 generation of the 911 RSR has 95% new parts as compared to the predecessor, the RSR 17. To be competitive in GTLM racing, Porsche had to make major changes to this 911. After qualifying sessions are made with these sports cars, there's what's called a balance of performance, which ensures that these cars have equal performance capabilities. For the Porsche 911 to be competitive with the C8R, it had to completely relocate the engine from the rear to the mid. So it was moved approximately 3 feet forward. Let's run down the list of some of what makes up the 911 RSR. So, water-cooled 6-cylinder boxer flat engine, naturally aspirated, positioned in front of the rear axle, 515 horsepower, give or take, depending on what kind of racing event they're under, 4-valve technology, direct fuel injection, dry sump lubrication, single mass flywheel, power output limitation via a restrictor, electronic throttle, side exit exhausts. So the system is repositioning the tailpipes in front of the rear wheels. Of course, like most cars, weight optimized, rigid sequential 6-speed constant mesh gearbox, 3-disc carbon race clutch, faster gear shift times and increased efficiency, aluminum steel composite body shell, Space was made for optimizing the rear diffuser. A very good interview with a driver of the 911 RSR has come from the YouTube channel Carsideration. Please check this out. Probably one of the best news articles that I found on the 911 RSR was Porsche Newsroom US. Very nicely done article with good details. MotorWard YouTube channel has a wonderful video on going through the full interior of the 911 RSR.
So we'll start with a center console. So we have two buttons with which just put the contact and the ignition. Then we have the tire button where you just push through it to go through the different tire circumference, so wet or dry. Rain light, fan, so you have different fan. You can have it all on you or in the seat or actually on the windscreen to make sure you don't have a foggy windscreen when you drive on the wet.
Well, it was kind of fun playing around with all this stuff and seeing what I could find out there, just, you know, fairly quick. And y'all can find all this good stuff out on the internet just as well as I can. But, you know, it was just, like I said, fun to kind of go back in time and reacquaint myself with this stuff because I hadn't really been paying all that close attention. I just wanted my Corvette. I wasn't thinking about the racing team or any of that kind of stuff. So, you know, I've got to backpedal and learn all this stuff and, you know, figured I might as well share it with you. So with that, relax, take it easy, and I will see you later. Bye.